got Esmeralda on the line in Stockton, California, and we'll see what her question is. Esmeralda, welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi, guys. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure. Speak directly into your phone. It sounds a little noisy.
So I just had a quick question. I am about to switch, not careers, but jobs. I'm currently work as a correctional nurse, and I make about $120,000 a year. And I'm going to go be a school nurse to have my kids' school schedule, and my salary is going to drop down to about $80,000 a year. And my husband makes about 120 as well. And we just sold our car, so we just got rid of $33,000. And we have about $35,000 in credit card debt and about $180 in our mortgage. So I just wanted to know, I'm just having a hard time with the whole salary reduction, and how much is enough for a family?
That's a great question. And you guys are in California, and so I know this looks different for people in high cost of living areas, but you don't get a pass on the math. And the truth is, it really doesn't matter. I mean, there's people who make $40,000 who live very comfortably. There's people who live in million-dollar houses who feel like they don't have enough. And so what's going to make you feel like you have enough is when you have margin. And right now you've got a pile of debt here in $35,000 of credit card debt that's making you feel like you don't have enough. And so can you live on $200,000 income, which is what you'll go to in California, comfortably? Yeah, you can, but not when you have a pile of debt breathing down your neck.
Esmeralda, what's the $35,000? I mean, I know it's credit card debt, but like, what are you guys charging on it?
Oh, it was just, we did furniture and just like odds and ends that have piled up over the years.
Yeah.
So over the years, you've been paying on this debt for a long time?
Probably about 2 years. Just kind of the last year and a half, we've just kind of been living life and buying stuff, going on vacation. And now that I finished my BSN, so I was able to apply for a school nurse position. And now that I'm actually going to take it, I'm like, whoa, well, I know I was going to take a pay cut, but now I'm like, oh, is this the right move right now for us?
Yeah, well, here's the deal. You're still going to be making around $200. If you're making $80, he's making $120. You guys are still making an incredible income. And so y'all's issue is going to have to be, hey, I'm going to have to set some boundaries and actually get serious about this, because you guys have kind of just been floating around, having fun, going on vacation, buying stuff, and just not really thinking, because you've had the money to cover your mistakes. And suddenly, when you don't have the money to cover your mistakes anymore and you're down $40,000 a year, yeah, you're going to feel it, exactly why you're calling, right? You're feeling that intensity. And Esmeralda, that's the intensity that you're going to have to clean this up. I mean, people, they do it all the time. And if I were you guys, I mean, your life is going to look drastically different for the next 9 months of your life. Like, I would buckle down and do nothing. I would sell some stuff you guys bought on those credit cards that you're not using anymore. I would not go out to eat. I would not go on vacation. I would do nothing, and I would get rid of this, because if you can take this intensity and actually get serious about it, this $35,000 will go away. You guys have the income to be able to do it. You're going to be able to really knock this out, even if you go and take the nursing job, which I'm not mad if you do that. I think that if that's what you're wanting to do, that's great, because you guys still are going to have a great income to pay this off. But you got to get serious about it, and you guys have not been serious about this. And man, when you pay this off, like George said, it's going to put you in a different spot. It is going to bring the freedom that you're wanting right now to be able to switch jobs and not feel the stress. Okay,
yeah, we sold our car on Monday, which that took off $33,000, and we have 2 other cars that are paid for, so we're good with that. And my husband's like, I'm so proud of you. You actually gave up a nice luxury car to drive your paid-off car. I was like, well, I want to do this. I want to be able to be home and spend more time with the kids. And, you know, my salary eventually will go up to $100,000 in about 3 years. Each year I'll get a pay raise, and, of course, he will as well. So yep. I guess it's just a drop down right now that I'm like, oh, we're going to get adjusted a little bit. And
well, here's the thing, Esmeralda. You called asking how much money do you need to live comfortably, and right now I don't want you to be comfortable. I want you to be uncomfortable for a short season so that you can live your best life later on completely debt-free. Because clearly this comfortable living, doing whatever you guys wanted to do, it's not a great life, because you're sitting here with a little bit of anxiety about, is money enough, and what about these bills that we're paying, and maybe some buyer's remorse, some regret, some shame, and I don't want any of that in your life. And you guys have a fantastic income, like Rachel said. Buckle down, get rid of this thing in 6 months, and clean up, get an emergency fund in place. Do you guys have any savings right now?
We do. We have about like 20,000 or so.
Okay. Well, if you're following the baby steps,
Throw it at the debt.
you've got
Esmeralda.
1,000 starter, and 19 is going to get thrown on that 35 of credit card debt. And all of a sudden, you're going to go, oh my gosh, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
I would write a big check tonight, Esmeralda. I really would, because y'all need a shock. You need, like George said, you kind of just been floating around. Like you need something kind of shock the system. And man, when you do that and you said, okay, we're gonna just throw this, get rid of all this other debt, pay down the credit card. It's gonna make you get into gear to pay off the rest, because you're gonna want that emergency fund back, because you want to get comfortable again, which I don't blame you. But you need a little shock to the system.
Yeah, I'm here for it. You guys got this.
You guys got it, Esmeralda. You can do this.
I'm not worried about it, but you're going to have to get some self-discipline in place and get uncomfortable so that you can be comfortable later on. That's true financial peace.